There's two tricks. Remember you told me the first one that if you chug instead of sip, you will go to the bathroom less. I tried it. It actually works. The other one is Himalayan.
You take like big chugs.
Yeah, instead of a sip of water. That'll prevent it from you going to the bathroom. The other is the Himalayan.
So when you do go to the bathroom, it's like a long
yeah,
not like every 30 minutes.
That's probably why I do well, because I just drink Bubba like a lot.
Yeah, like you chug it. Yeah, that's the idea. The other thing is to put Himalayan salt in your water.
Where I understand what's going on.
From a holistic approach, I mean, people they say that water goes straight through you and your cells don't absorb it. I'm all into this stuff, guys. Like, this is what it is. I'm all into it. But it's just a little bit, like a pinch.
No, that's salt water.
Have you tried that one?
I've tried it with baking soda.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, because you're supposed to put salt and baking soda in it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought
like
you just tried it with baking soda. I was like, yo, that's not even close.
No, well, baking soda is alkaline, and that's another cool trick.
Yeah.
So baking soda and
Did we
salt.
start the podcast? This sounds like
It's been recording for the last.
So this is how the podcast goes, right? I'm like, this feels like work.
Did you not hear what I just said? I said I
He's like, oh, I see what we're doing. So welcome to the lab, another episode of the lab. We are here with some brand new guests on the show. Thank you, Baron, for inviting them to the lab. But
Of course.
just like in true tradition, we want them to introduce themselves, because who better to introduce yourself than yourself? Go ahead and start.
Okay, I'm shy, but I'm Alexandra. I'm born and raised in Miami, so we have that Miami fire. But I am like very introverted sometimes. So
what part of Miami?
Cutler Bay.
Okay.
So grew up there, and then
I don't believe she's introverted.
We'll see. We'll see, because she says that.
After the tequila.
Then something else
I've seen her in Miami, and I ain't recognize her because, first of all, when I first seen her, she was in full.
Tell me, please tell me.
She was in full realtor mode, right? Everybody that knows real estate agents, it's like a kid. Like real estate agents, they're very well groomed, nice slack, nice nice coat.
Real estate.
They all drive a Benz. It's the real estate thing, right?
Gotcha.
She had cornrows in. I didn't recognize her.
I didn't know at the Miami Open. No,
I didn't know.
Those were just braids. They were
So
regular braids. They were not cornrows.
So she's like,
They were just little babies.
Dad, I'm like, wait a minute.
He just likes to exaggerate
She's
sometimes,
like, you don't remember me, do you? And I'm like,
You're like, who the hell is this
nah,
chick?
don't. She's like, remember that? And I'm like, oh, okay. But the vibes was different. She wasn't in real estate mode.
But I didn't do real estate always. I was in finance before, and then I decided to go on the wild side. So now I like to torture myself every day. Real estate.
Yes.
Fun times. And
So my name is Alaina Donato. I am originally from Brooklyn, New York. My accent isn't too bad because I went to college in Buffalo, so I kind of got rid of that accent. And then I made my way through Florida, starting in Gainesville, Tampa, and now Lake Worth.
Oh, that's good.
I know, right? Just making my way up. I will never reach Miami. Not gonna happen for me.
Why though?
It's just not my. I mean, it's funny because you think that being from New York, you would be like, oh, you like this part of Miami and what? The people there are not for me. It's not. Had nothing to do with culture wise. Like this, I can't speak Spanish. That's fine. It's more like I feel like nobody's real there. Like they're all just very fake people. Like when I used to go to Miami for work, and any of the realtors I met there, it might be a combination of Miami and realtors. That might have been it. That might have been it. And I'm in the mortgage business, so that's what I do. I'm a mortgage lender. I feel like they were just literally just hand out, what are you going to do for me? And if not, see you later, deuces. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, I'm Alaina. Nice to meet you. Like, they don't even give you a shot there. And so I feel like only in Miami did I get that crappy.
Well, one of the major reasons why we even have the lab or Save the Creatives or a lot of things that we do is because we know how bad Miami is.
I tell people it's his own.
We want to change Miami. But even though I feel like it's impossible sometimes, but,
I mean,
Let's get people out of it.
Let's be clear. I live in Broward. So, shout out to the city of Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, I might make my way that far.
Love Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
That's probably my stop.
I used to do a lot in West Palm, and I did a lot in Miami. So Fort Lauderdale was like my medium I could go 30 minutes south, or I could go 30 minutes north and still do some business. But I didn't want to live in Miami. I'm just far enough to be away from the foolishness.
Toxic.
Yeah. Quickly to get out, hit 95 and I'm out.
But they do have good food.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Miami has everything.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
That's a whole nother topic when you
Hold on, don't be trying.
because I'm a foodologist, so
I'm not. I'm a foodie. I'm
I'm a foodie too.
all right.
I'm just
But
picky.
before we start talking about food, after we just ate food,
Yeah.
right? I'm that type of person too. But we have a unique guest today because in all of our previous episodes, we'd have someone in the creative field, like a model or photographer or anything like that.
I mean,
And now we have 3 realtors. Oh no, 2 realtors, loan officer, realtor in the making. You just got to do your test again, right?
Yeah.
You just gotta take the state, right?
Yeah. just
That's
wait.
it. That's all you got to do. So this is going to be an interesting conversation. that
I'm
we got
not.
today.
But we ain't-
I'm not getting the real estate business to get into real estate. I'm just doing it just in case.
So it's a
I'm gonna
personal
buy.
goal.
Yeah, it's just for me.
Just for you.
I'm not gonna get.
But that's
into
why I
that.
got into real estate.
Yeah, but you don't.
I didn't want to be a realtor.
Yeah.
Like full.
But do you have your real estate license?
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you
Shout
guys
out to
did-
Lux Properties,
There you
MIA.
Oh.
But I didn't get it for that. I can't compete with these women out here. Like, I can't compete with them. But I got it for like if I wanted to invest or I wanted to help family and friends.
Same.
If I could do 3-4 houses a year, I'm fine with that.
Same.
Because I got too much other stuff going on. So it was like a personal goal. I didn't want to be like $1 million listing kind of vibes.
Mm.
Or being a broker's office, like.
No, I'm not calling 100 people a day. No.
But I feel like I don't want to put you out there because I know you're hanging your license at a new spot, and I know we keep it real and funky here.
Don't let Lux think I'm leaving.
No, I'm just saying.
What do you mean at a new spot?
Not a new spot, but you're
Lux is
relatively new.
Oh,
with-
yeah.
with this
I'm
company,
new to
right?
Lux.
But you're not your traditional realtor. Like you're not like we
No.
talk about this a lot,
no,
right?
no.
Like
Yeah, like the
we're-
team meetings that they
No.
have. and
It's
all
too
that
much.
stuff.
It's too much. Like, if you're gonna be a realtor, I feel like the realtors, that's all they could do.
yeah, you have like 2 opposite ends. Like she's what you're talking about. You don't do.
Right. I can't. So like brokerages didn't like me because I wasn't in the office every
Yeah.
day making calls and running
Do
they
you understand that though? Like I guess I don't get that point. Like they don't pay you
No.
a salary.
It's the complete
So
it's almost like
why
working for
not
somebody.
have as many people as you possibly can. I guess it's a name too. You don't want like shitty people on your team. Like yo, oh, you work for that team.
Yeah.
They suck. But like if they're not paying you, what's the difference? I never understood that. Like
I
don't you
can't-
pay to have a debt?
I don't
pay
understand
them
it either.
dues, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of like
So
thank God I haven't had to go through some of the stuff I hear some of these realtors go through, right? Like the desk fee. You gotta pay $100 desk fee.
Mhm.
You gotta pay
Initial
for
fee.
the initial fee. You gotta pay for the email address
Then
they
I
let
gotta-
you use.
don't say anything that's gonna put you in jeopardy though. Like I don't know.
Thank you, Lux, for not charging me for any of this. Thank you, because our team really produces. Shout out to the Empire Group. That we don't have to do all of that. But like I own a real estate photography company, right? So I used to, when I first was launching my company and I was going to brokerages, I'm like, yo, what are you giving of value to your agents? You should be paying for the pictures, not them. That was supposed to be a perk that I was saying, look, if you come in and we become your preferred real estate photography company, I'll give you a discounted rate to make sure that your agents use me. Some brokerages like, oh, Baron, that's fine. Like, let's do it. They pay for their agents' pictures. And then some brokerages, you just like you are, you're a 1099, you're not an employee, they don't pay for
I
nothing.
don't get that. I don't get
They don't pay for your marketing materials, your sign. You might get an ink pen and a folder. And that's it.
Like not even saying I'm not saying Alex's team, but I'm going like just all the realtors I know in general. Like so I'm not saying that. I'm not talking about premier listings. I'm saying that like all the realtors I talk to and tell me all these things that they do, I feel like real estate in general is super hard to be a realtor, right? There's a
100%.
dime a dozen,
100%.
right? So it's like not only are you making me struggle where you want me to work full time, but I can't because I don't make enough money, so I need more than one job. Now you're making me pay to be a realtor, so now I need 3 jobs.
Now I'm in debt.
So how are you helping me at all do any of this and be the best that I can be when you're just charging me a million different things?
That's the support aspect that I feel a lot of brokerages do not hit the mark. So
But then when you just bounce around to all the different brokers, that's not good either.
Yeah,
And then
you
we
look
also
like a
talk about
realtor
like
whore.
you have to have that fake lifestyle to get into those connections.
Oh, yeah.
Make it.
I tell people real estate events is like a fashion show and a car show at the same time. You cannot be not well dressed.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot
Dressed to
have
impress,
duct
yeah.
tape holding the bumper on. Like so it's almost like what I tell people like that get in the music business. Like it's like a rapper starter kit, right? You get the color dreads, you get a couple face tats, little fake jewelry, right? Put some Jordans on,
The
right?
fake jewelry.
I feel like real estate has
That's when
that.
they made those costumes on, like, what was that meme costume and whatever, and they had the realtor, the rapper, and they had them on.
Oh,
It was
like the Party City.
yeah.
But I
And
feel
they
like,
were all legit. What they
so I feel like that's real estate. You feel that way?
you're the realtor.
She's like, y'all talking about.
Like I feel like in order to succeed, you have to play the part.
Yeah.
And especially in Miami, right?
Anywhere.
Well, I never did real estate in Miami, so I'm not going to speak for that. But like
oh, okay.
when I first started, I felt like the more experienced agents were always like kind of like gatekeeping like this secret. Like no one wanted to talk to you about anything. Like like when you asked a question, they were like very vague about everything. Like if they're keeping some secret that like if they tell you
Like the real
whole-
estate
yeah,
Illuminati,
like
right?
everything's gonna explode. So it was just like really frustrating as a new agent. And then like on top of that, you have no idea what you're doing. Even if you're getting leads, like if you've never done it before, you're just
Yeah.
like,
Could be blowing the lead.
what
Yeah.
what am I doing? And then they kind of like half offer to like mentor you or teach you, and then they're like, oh yeah. And then you call them and you're like, okay, I'll leave another voicemail because they didn't pick up. So I feel like the support isn't really there. Everyone just kind of wants you to make money. And yes, some agents, kill it in the first 3 months, some in the 6 months, some
It's all about
take,
who you know.
4 years. So it's like, I feel like the ones that who did well early on in their career had like that support early on compared to the ones that like just been struggling. It's like, who can we actually go to like help us?
I
And-
felt like that my first
yeah,
ye-
because
good
if
business idea.
I'm good at what I do, I don't mind teaching someone else
Mm.
because I don't see you as competition. If I'm confident in what I'm doing, then let the best man or
That's
woman
how-
win.
That's how
That's
we say
true.
that for
No,
the
but-
other studio owners,
That's
Yeah,
true.
but the thing is that we're few.
right?
Yeah.
We're a few
Okay.
people that actually,
Hybrids. I get
well, not just hybrids,
How you call it?
but
yeah.
people that are willing to take the time to mentor someone.
Yeah.
Mentoring is draining. Mentoring is not something that is like for the faint of heart. You're dedicating your time. You're showing someone what took you years to understand, and you're trying to shorten that time frame for this person. And then all of a sudden they go and goof off or do some stupid shit, and you're just like, you don't want it as bad as I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you've reached that point mentally where you're going to do whatever it takes to get to your goal. But then you're mentoring people that don't have that yet. They're not in that mindset yet. So it's like a very like not rewarding kind of job where you have to just sit through all those pains again to get this person to get to the other side. When they do get there, you're like, oh, great.
Yeah, it
like,
was
I
worth
was their mentor. Awesome.
Yeah, but
But
sometimes
you
like
wouldn't
how do
mentor
you
everybody.
how do you
gotta
even
be good.
explain that vision to somebody?
Talk about that. Like, you can't mentor everybody.
Also, you gotta know, just the same way, like you're a good public speaker and you found your
like
niche where
yeah.
you gotta be. Like I feel like if I were to be in the mortgage business, I'm not gonna lie, my support system for my team is unbelievable.
Right.
Like I have a huge network. Like my team is always there. Text message, phone call, Zoom, Teams. Like it's insane. They give us everything. So I have that. I'm lucky in that way.
That's great.
Yeah, I did. And when I first started, I didn't really too much. But my cousin works for the company, so he was a phone call away. I call him now. Shout out to Jeff. But like I call Jeff all the time, and like he helps me. And it's like thinking back because I'm thinking of it, like I used to teach in like hospitality, right? If I didn't have them, I'd be completely lost. Like I'm dealing with people's numbers, like money, like
Yeah.
I don't know, crap. But I feel like now is the time, like, I think I'd be a good teacher to somebody and I'd be able to pick who I know is serious and, like, you could just see in their eyes, like, I want this, but I'm lost. Like,
Right.
help. Like, please help me. Like, I feel like you would do, I wouldn't just teach everybody, but, like, you're a waste of time. I'm not teaching you. Like, you just think you're a realtor in the mortgage business, you're going to make a lot of money. Like, everybody thinks that, right? But
Yeah,
I
it's
feel like
hard.
you'd be able to. Just like if somebody wanted to be in public speaking, I feel like you would be able to pull somebody out that you could see that, like, hey, I could teach you
Yeah, because it's like you
But
see
she's-
your past self,
Yeah.
and you're just like, oh, I can
Yeah.
break that.
She's tapping on a very passionate button for me.
For sure.
No, because we're hybrids, right? We're the type of people that do a million things at the same time and still find time to do it. I have 2 kids. I have multiple jobs, just like Baron has 16 other businesses that he does. Like it's crazy what we can do with the time that we have. So I'm grateful for that. I'm blessed for that.
Right.
But the open door style policy, if I'm not surrounded, like if these 2 weren't here reminding me, yo, remember you always say open door. Remember, regardless if this person is acting this way right now, you teach us to be like open with these people, right? But then I look at Barry and I'm like, bro, I can't, man. I can't. Like, I've taught this person, I brought them to the table over and over and over, and look at what they're doing. And then we just look at each other like, you got one more in you? Because I don't know if we can do this.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
It's exhausting.
At that point, you just gotta be like, all right, I tried.
Yeah.
We gotta have that hard conversation.
Right.
But I think it's time we. Yeah.
Part ways,
Yeah, I
right, at
can't
that
want
point.
it for you more than you.
Yeah, no, for sure, and that's that's that exhausting part too.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's draining.
Just today, we were telling Angel, you need to have that talk.
Oh, with the
Bro, I was listening to you
I'm
and I
sorry,
wanted to
but,
shut your whole laptop. He's like, let me tell you something. If you just feel like you need to give me a call, I'm available. Like this motherfucker do so much shit. And he's just like offering his time. Like, yeah, just give me a call. And,
these
you
are
know, I
kids,
can-
Baron.
Bro.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's
These are
not,
kids.
but you can't offer that to everybody because you barely can get your shit done.
I know it's tough. It's tough to do
So
my
we struggle with the no aspect.
yeah.
I can
struggle
say
with
no
that.
sometimes, but it's
I ain't never
But
seen
then,
it.
like, see, like when I say no, like I just feel bad because, like, I know I am
Same.
in a position to help someone, or like I always want to be someone can rely on. So, like, I get like the whole
You get it,
hard
right?
point saying no, but since she's
I don't get that from you.
since she's
You don't
a
give me
loan
that
officer,
vibe.
Saying no.
Yeah.
No,
I know.
I feel like you don't
she
struggle.
never says no.
No.
She never.
Really?
No. And then she'll be like, "Why the fuck did I do this?" But like, she'll somebody do
Ask,
it.
people ask me because they know I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
can't
You
help
strike me as a no giver.
I'm not
No.
a giver.
Oh man, I read that wrong.
No, she.
Oh,
she
that was, eyes like
she
that. She
folds.
has to say yeah. Like,
She
look
folds
at her
hard.
eyes, yeah.
Isn't it sometimes scary though that they already know you're gonna say yes?
Yes.
Because
I
people
think-
take advantage.
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, for sure. They've taken it. She's like, so that was like tapping it on you.
Is that they know? They know I'm like a yes.
It
I
sucks,
do
like-
things. I'm like, why did I do that?
I mean, I feel good doing it and saying yes for people. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, man, I said yes, but I put myself in a hole
Mm.
because I needed time to do my own thing, but I couldn't. So I'm here, I'm there, I'm there. Like it's.
She's always exhausted. She's been sick. She was sick for like 3 weeks, and I'm just like, I'm like getting angry for her because like obviously she already said yes and stuff. So,
So what I did is I put $1 value on my time per hour. So once I seen that, okay, I'm $200 an hour. When I'm investing my time into somebody, I'm thinking about the money that I'm losing if I'm wasting time on somebody. So if somebody's waste an hour of my time, you just fucking cost me $200. So once I started putting that dollar on it, no became a little easier
And
to
when-
navigate.
I feel like when he says that, he doesn't mean like his friends or his family.
No,
It's like
my mom
people
picks
that-
my brain,
Yeah.
and she ain't did none of the ideas we talked about.
Yeah,
I still
It's
nice to
like I
talk.
could do, even if I thought I was $1 million an hour, I would still feel bad. And I don't do well with confrontation.
Mm.
Bad. I'm bad. I literally get like the nervous sweats. Like I'm not good. So I
That's
get nauseous.
interesting.
So that's
My
where.
sister- so I used to
They
do
go
this.
hand in hand, actually.
So I used to do this thing called pull up Wednesdays. I used to pull up the businesses in South Florida that owe me money, and I wouldn't leave their office until they paid me a check. Right?
Okay.
A guy hits me
Pull
on
up Wednesdays.
Instagram and says, "Yo, do you do this for other companies?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, I don't like confrontation. I would pay you to go get money
Go get
from
my money.
people."
Like
It's a
the
thing.
mafia.
She's over here like, yo, that
Yeah,
sounds
she's
like
gonna-
mafia shit.
That was embedded a long time.
So the first time I did it, I felt bad because it was somebody's mom at the front desk. And I'm like, look, man, this don't have nothing to do with you. I know he's back there. If you want to call the cops, feel free. But I'm not leaving here without my money. And I'm serious. And I sat right at her desk like this.
Get in front of the mic.
So then she took a phone call. And I took the phone out her hand. And I hung it up. and I said, I'm not leaving
I'm
here.
nervous.
The story.
I'm like, I'm not leaving here without my money. He owes me $7,000. I've been patient. I'm not leaving here. So call who you want to call. If you want to go get the checkbook and write it yourself, I don't care whose signature is on it, but I need my money today.
Was that your first one you said?
That's the first
How
one.
long did that first one take?
17 minutes till I got my money.
So
So I went live on Instagram and people was like,
live.
oh, yeah, I'm live the whole time.
And the thing is that he does this all like chilled and mellow. It's not like
Yo,
give
so-
me my money right now.
I'm not aggressive, very polite.
Yeah.
I never told you that, like, because this is a couple of times I've heard this from.
I'm gonna do a shot of tequila.
No, we're getting ready into it, so you can start
I'm gonna do
prepping.
this one.
You can open it up, no problem. Prime investigators actually do this a legal way.
Okay.
It's called debt collection, and we charge 10% to do it.
Oh, so the 10%.
And we just show up and say, "Hey, we're investigators, and this is the case we're on." And if it's a check, it's a felony. So if somebody wrote you a check and
It's
it
a-
bounced, it's a felony.
Yeah.
Oh, if it bounced, I'll be back.
You know what I mean? No, but originating. Like, say someone paid you with a check,
Yeah, and it
and that check bounced, right? And then you now have a debt because of that payment.
Yeah.
That check qualifies it for it to be a felony.
Mm.
So, and obviously most of those debts are 10,000 and above, so we're already in felony territory anyways. So when I used to do that kind of stuff, it was pulling up somewhere and just saying, "Hey, we're investigators and we're here investigating this case." And then all of a sudden you should see how people open up real quick when it's an investigator. So there's no threat needed. It's almost like, "Yo, we got a case open on you."
Just went in-
I love that. Yeah.
yeah, I was just wanted to be stern.
So you asked, why is it called investigator? So when they privatized the private investigator, right? It's been a long time since private investigators existed, but they needed to put private in front of it because you're doing what a detective does. You're just taking leads and trying to follow a trail.
So
doing
it's almost
skip
like you
tracing.
can't be impersonating.
You can't be
real
impersonating
law.
law enforcement, so you have to
gotta
say
say
private in
private.
front of it.
That makes sense.
Right? So, but as long as you introduce yourself that way, you're fine. So we have reached the intermittent, the middle of our show. Yes, we have been talking.
Can we
30
go
minutes.
back to food?
We will. We'll go in there, but we take a nice little break. It's not a sponsor today. We got some gifts,
But we want to shout them out.
but we got to shout
That's
them out,
us.
right?
We want to shout
always
them
do
out.
that. We got to give them the proper.
So this one is I'm just more of a reposado kind of person. So I brought two different styles. Some people like the silver, some people like the reposado. I don't know.
Okay.
Alex likes silver. I don't know what you guys like.
I like alcohol.
Okay, that's better. This one actually, I was bartending at a Key Western festival this last year for someone I know and they put me at this little booth, and it was it happened to be this tequila. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I was there and I met a lot of the reps from there and really cool guys, a guy named JB, and we were just kind of having some of these drinks, and I liked it a lot. I mean, he does this whole spiel. I'm not as good at it. It's like volcanic, distilled, and best in show and things like
Okay,
that.
so shout
Yeah.
out JB, man.
Yeah. And
We at the Miami Open. She's like, we talking. I'm like, yo, man, come on the podcast. She's like, all right. She steps off on the phone, and me and Alex, we still talking. She comes back. She's like, all right, we're gonna be there. I got the sponsor on. We're gonna come through with the alcohol. I'm like, oh snap, she with it.
So yeah,
shout out
this
to
is
JB.
this is that one. Tequila 512 from Austin, Texas.
Man,
It is really good.
Let's do a shot to JB.
Did I get a shot? Where is
I
it?
did
Yeah.
not.
Where
You want it? I asked
No,
him.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
You don't want
Is
one?
No,
You got it.
Yeah, you got it.
You got it.
It's bad
Come on,
luck.
man. This is
Right.
bad luck.
That's called peer pressure.
This is the lab.
Oh,
When do we not do a drink on the lab?
So
That's
real
not- we'll give you
quick,
the
because
link.
I love doing some research on
Just
who
because
we're
I'm
drinking.
going to Austin, Texas.
Yes.
What is this, 80 proof? 40% alcohol, 100% agave, triple distilled, and it has double gold in the World Spirits Best in Show. So
Double gold.
Love the
Double gold.
logo.
Yeah, it's volcanic spring water.
triple distilled. Wow, that's crazy. So it says Blanco is in oak barrels for 6 months, and boom, you've got a reposado. That's straight off their website. That has to be tasted
Love
so
the
that you
website.
can believe it. I love it. Yeah, the website is very nicely designed. Let's see what we got.
We're always talking about branding and stuff. So
Branding. The branding's oh my! I haven't told y'all my experience. I used to bartend in college, and I just sniffed that, and that just
Not
brought
good.
back some
Years
real-
Salud.
some real memories. Mm. Oh, that's gonna give Patron a run for its money. That's an interesting aftertaste.
Way better than Patron. I don't
Right?
like Patron.
Yeah,
I'm not a tequila drinker.
I love tequila.
I try to stay away from
Not a
tequila
Patron.
just because of what it does to me, but you know,
Same.
Bad memories.
Tequila
What
is
is it?
dangerous.
it turns me into a different person.
Like
A fun
fighter,
person.
lover.
No, a fun person, like a party person.
Turns me
Like I'll go
naked.
screaming down the streets type of
I was
person.
naked the last
You were
time.
naked. He's like, naked.
If I didn't see the videos, I wouldn't have believed it.
Video.
Oh, you never.
Photo memory right
Blacked
now.
out?
Oh, so
I blacked out on tequila.
we used to play this game, this card game, like high card, low card. So it's like I declare war, and everybody
Spades.
just flip over the card. Whoever got the lowest card do the shot. I think when I went to the bathroom, everybody put the 2s and 3s in my pile because I was
Messed with you.
kept drinking. I'm like, yo, and they showed me the video the next day. I'm like, I'm talking like butt ass naked.
Just
Like-
through the streets.
no, in the living room.
Oh, in the living room. Oh, okay.
At least indoors. Yeah, but it's just like,
At least indoors.
but I'm like, somebody told me I couldn't do a flip off the wall, and they got a picture of me flipping off, but I'm naked. It's like the
Whoa.
weirdest. I haven't drunk tequila since, so thank you guys for this.
Wow.
But that's why I don't drink tequila.
We won't make you do.
I just like to
flips.
dance after. So.
Oh, that's your dance activator.
That's the party
like-
music activator.
Well, Dorenia DJ, so one more shot.
Look at her flinch when you said that. She was like,
DJ.
"Bro, why you say that, bro?"
You don't need,
She dabbled in it for like
you got the
a
equipment,
day.
right?
I do got
Oh,
Like,
so
I
she
think one
DJs.
day-
I always wanted to be a DJ. My dad's a DJ. I've always wanted to be a DJ.
What stopped you?
He's like a really good DJ.
Yeah, he is. Because when I was younger, he tried to teach me, and we had that like,
Mm.
you know, I played a lot of sports, and he was my biggest cheerleader, but also like pushed me a lot. And so,
King Richard, I got you. I got you.
so when I was trying to learn something from him, I was already
wasn't
at
a
the
good
point of
experience.
I was already at the point of doing a lot of sports stuff with him,
Yeah.
and I just had a very short fuse. and
Yeah,
patience,
like I
and
ain't
so
going down.
I
that.
do wish I could go back and do that because he's an unbelievable DJ, and that would have been.
Well,
I
it's
feel
not-
like I would have been a
could
cool
unpack
DJ.
But it's not
What
too late.
stopped me was that like I saw the applications and the stuff I need to learn. And like, this is not
So it's
for me.
overwhelming or
Yeah,
too much to learn.
yeah,
So you thought it was gonna be easy.
yeah,
I mean, you could do those new age DJs where you just press play and it just plays, and then you can hear.
yeah.
stop.
But I still need to find the type of person,
Yeah.
like the type of music. I want.
Somebody do a mix for you on Fiverr. And
Yeah, no, for real. That's what I want to
And then just
do.
pretend.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. But I need to find somebody that knows how to do. You know.
No, you're not doing.
Well, shout out
you're
to
not
the
like-
DJs. Shout out to all the DJs out there that's
For
gonna
real.
lose their jobs to the influencers
for
that are
real.
now DJs.
the influencers that are
The
being
paid ones or
recruited.
not the paid ones?
The anyone's man, the influencers just wake up and like, yo, you know what? I'm
These
gonna
models.
DJ, and they already got an audience, and they was on Instagram as Big Booty Judy, and now it's DJ Big Booty Judy, and she getting booked, and they taking the DJ's jobs because it ain't no skill set required. Nobody's carrying
I
crates,
didn't. She
so
didn't.
if you can get on Serato and do your thing,
Oh, so similar.
learn a couple little transitions, you're good.
I mean, yes, but it is hard to DJ the right way.
The right way.
Yeah, that's.
You
what
want me to tell
that's
you who the worst
extremely
DJ
hard.
I've ever seen? And I
I
don't care if he
Was
sees
DJ
this.
Laz?
No, DJ Paulie D. You ever
Oh
been
my
to?
Oh my god.
Been
No,
to
I never. heard of it.
bro, this guy's worth 20 million.
Yep.
He's terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't even know how to fade to the
He
next
was
record.
he was only
That
a
the
good actor.
worst.
I thought that he just put the title in front. I didn't know he actually like. Tried.
No, he's like a Vegas resident.
Yeah, he was. I think I saw him. I'm pretty sure he was there for Vegas, but I was at the
Terrible.
not caring who was on the.
Who
Terrible.
was on the set?
Yeah.
That's from somebody that's not a DJ, but I've been in the music business and my DJ was really good, so I know a bad one when I hear one.
Mm.
You ever be partying and then the song just stops?
I do that all the time. I'm like, this guy. My dad could play.
And then the
4
next
songs at a
song?
time.
Come on, and I'm like,
Yeah, no,
is
it
this
was-
the DJ or is this the radio?
She has a DJ crush.
No, stop it.
You got a
crush.
DJ
I just know whenever I go see this
Fangirl.
DJ,
Yeah, fangirl.
I know I'm gonna have a good time.
Let's
and I know
hear
I'm gonna
it.
dance.
Let's hear it.
Yeah,
Who's the DJ?
Who?
Stop it.
Oh no! Oh no! Take another shot. Wait, let's go
closer
for
when you say the name.
Before you answer.
First of all,
Before you answer, because it'll get
All right,
some
what
like
type of
courage.
music?
Oh my God, we poured another one.
We poured another one.
There goes the shirt.
Let me introduce
This is the shirt.
Yeah, let me introduce this one. That we could drink while I read. This is Maestro Doble or I don't know if I said that right. Dobell. Forged on the nexus of beautiful, traditional, revolutionary, and extraordinary. We have a deep respect for tradition
like
and
that
unwavering drive for innovation. I will tell you, the message,
The
is
message.
very like they're confident
and
about what they
that
do.
website is
11 generations of tequila mastery, so they're
like
not
this
playing
one.
no game
Yeah, that's
with this one.
Beautiful
The website for me, like I love the website, I love the graphic and all aesthetics and all that stuff, but I just feel like I can't look at that on iOS. Like this is very like graphic-y and like it's hard to like, you know. But look, shout out to the graphic designer that did this. This is awesome. And I do love the message.
Yeah, because it kind of looks nothing like the bottle.
Yeah, it looks nothing like the bottle as far as like, you know, matching the
It's
branding.
dark. Yeah.
That dark look, but
So back to this DJ she was trying to skip out on.
He's like, yo,
Okay,
you are not.
so
that's good
to clarify, I just know I'm gonna have a good time when he's playing. He does cater to the crowd, so on Thursday nights it's not the best.
Why? What's the crowd on Thursday?
yeah, what's happening on Thursday?
Is it country?
It's just I don't know if I can
I
say
know
this.
country
It's
music.
just
What's
like
the
white
crowd?
college kids,
say
so
whatever you want.
it's not the vibe. And then sometimes it's like the older generation, so they don't play the songs I like. But
like
overall,
house
I know I'm gonna have a good time, and it's DJ London. He plays a lot in Delray.
DJ London.
Okay,
DJ London.
DJ Michael London.
Oh my god.
Shout out DJ Michael. Pull his IG up. Let's see
Pulling
this
it
guy.
up, right?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
he's
Delray.
cool.
Delray. How's the life in Delray?
It's
Del Rey a vibe.
yeah,
I've
it could
heard.
be pretty fun.
It's boring.
It yes, when you do it all the time, it
I
does.
heard
But
there's good food.
it's
Delray.
just
Decent.
have a couple drinks and then go enjoy good music.
I like the older school. I like music I could sing to. So this new stuff I
Because you're
can't.
old, so
Oh shit.
She got real brave with the tequila. I don't know what happened. Yeah, give it.
32.
Don't do that.
How old am I?
You're 20.
I'll be 40 in October.
Oh shit.
Mess around.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Hey, hey,
I thought
40?
32.
right?
32. 100%.
3,
yeah.
82.
Okay.
That's where I got these. You know?
Feel ya.
Look-
Damn, you're 40?
Yeah, October 20th will be 40.
Yeah, you look 32.
It's probably the eyelashes. I was thinking that.
And your eyes, too.
No, it's
You just don't look 40.
yeah, like your skin is glowing. You look like
Yeah,
you know, I love
Truly,
it.
you
Yeah.
have a baby face.
Yeah.
It's the curse I have. It's a blessing and a curse,
good
but
thing.
I feel like I'm forever trying to prove that I'm older, especially if I'm wearing hats. If
That's
I
why
take my
tried
hat
to
off,
grow this little bit.
When I first met Angel, I thought he was 24.
How much are you? How
I'm
old are you?
37,
Same.
but I still be getting carded. So I try to
look
grow
37.
this to like make me look seasoned.
season.
Because when this come off, my wife's like, "Oh, you look like a shaved bird. Like you're like look like a little kid." Yeah, like so I'd have to grow this to give me at least a little bit of like, "Oh, you're an adult."
Yeah.
So
37. I wouldn't have picked that for you either.
what
I
would
said
you?
like 29.
How old do you guys think she is?
hey,
Oh,
you
shit.
over there?
Her.
Oh, me?
Her?
Well, you ever know.
Oh man,
You're
26,
like 20. Yeah, 28.
26.
I'm gonna say 20.
No.
20.
What?
You want to know why? Because my wife's Puerto Rican, and I don't be messing around with females' ages.
Oh, so you just go. You just go 18.
That's it, bro. I ain't trying to insult
Just
no.
gave a minor.
26 though.
27, yeah.
Okay.
27? Yeah.
Yeah, I turned 28 in December.
You look your age.
Oh, yes.
I was a little closer.
Nice. Shots fired. I love it. I love it. So now that we've had our intermission of our alcohol, thank you for your. It's really good stuff, man.
Because of
Thank
her.
you. I really appreciate it.
So I only asked
A
because
different mix.
you guys haven't asked how old I am.
Yeah. How old are you?
How old do you guys think I am?
Women.
Yeah. Right.
I'm not.
How old do you guys think I am?
Well, you said you've been doing stuff since you were 14.
33.
No one guesses it. No one guesses it. I'm telling you. Even with everything I've said.
Not even like a hot and cold or
25.
She said 33 and 25.
That's good. It's good
We tried. We
Options.
Options. We did.
Yeah, so it's a
To
good
me, it's a compliment.
average between the two.
You guys want to say how old I am?
She's 21.
Was old enough to drink.
She old enough to drink. She old enough for us to not get in trouble on this podcast. Simple as
So when
that.
we say she started at 14, that was like yesterday.
Yeah.
How long was she?
Literally,
been?
But she made it seem like
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
When I was
In a
14.
long time ago. Far, far.
Yeah, that was like 14 was last week.
Mentally, I'm like 85 and I talk like I'm 85.
She can't hang out because she hang out with people like us. She can't hang out with people her age group.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's
can't.
so different.
That's tricky.
Like as an entrepreneur at 14, her friends don't own no businesses.
What did you do? Like, why 14? Like,
Like I started managing
when you
my
like
mom's. No, like in junior year, I was in OJT. Like when you're out of school.
Yeah.
I was out of school at
they don't have that
9:30.
in Brooklyn.
No.
So it's on the job training. So you leave school either at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. to go to work, and yeah.
You know, I never got to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I
That was
was
some
trying to be
bullshit.
too
As
cool.
soon as junior year
Like,
hit,
You're
I'm
done
out.
for the day.
Yeah, you go
done
work.
for the day.
I
did
You're
that.
done learning.
They take away electives. You just have math and science.
But that's junior, and then what about senior year?
The same, but it starts in junior year.
And what about tests? I'm so confused.
you take
Well,
tests.
your math and
Yeah.
science class, but the rest it just replaces that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My school never did that.
I never did it because I went the opposite route. I went to night school as opposed to trying to finish early. I was like, how long can I extend
Mind you,
this
this
shit?
is me like being straight A student.
What did your mom do?
We have the lash business.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Then that's where you went.
Yeah.
It's similar for me. So like when I was growing up, my dad was private investigator for over 25 years. I came out of college and I was like, yo, I'm going to help with the family business. And I'm over here 18 with this baby face sitting next to lawyers telling them, yo, I'm going to set up my own private investigations firm.
Mhm.
And they're like, who are you again? What are you talking about? You can't do that. And I'm like, yes, I can. Because I'm the first from an immigrant family. So like my parents did not know like, Google exists. Like I can look this up. I can figure it out. And then long story short, I did. I set up a whole private investigations agency. We had it going. Martinez Investigations. Shout out.
That was your first.
That was one of my first business ventures besides selling candy in
First
school.
LLC.
Or selling beepers.
Beepers. Oh God, I love
See,
know
I love
nothing
this
about
podcast
beepers.
already because I said beepers and they know what I'm talking about.
I know what a beeper is. I still don't understand the concept.
Not the one that you
The
open
concept
has
of
the
the
gum
beeper?
in it. An actual beeper.
Yeah.
Not the gum one.
Yo.
So you're talking about the two ways, right?
No,
The-
she's talking about the candy that it was a gum.
Yeah.
Insulting me.
No.
I've
Gum
never seen a
beeper.
beeper in real life.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Except for the gum beeper from the
Oh my
can.
gosh, we used to store
Have you
beepers.
seen a beeper in real life?
No, I had a
You-
BlackBerry. I had the first iPhone.
What about
but
a
like,
flip phone?
yeah, I had the Razor.
Are you serious?
What about a
You've never-
sidekick? You know about the sidekick?
LX.
The
I had it.
beeper
And
used to have a
someone stole it from
code.
me.
Mm.
Hit them with the 831.
I don't know about that. No, the thing is the generation.
And what about the block phone?
The what?
That's great.
Oh, I had the Zach Morris.
We're talking about the gray phone. The gray phone.
Zach Morris strong.
My dad brought it because like, my dad was always doing stuff like that. And I was the kid on the block with this block phone and all the kids were like, yo, what can you do with this thing? I'm like, let's call someone. I was like, let's figure this out, right?
Next
No, but beepers, people don't understand, bro.
Beeper.
Yeah, I used to have
Beepers, bro.
a full of quarters.
For the beeper.
Yeah, because like, when
Like,
my
yo,
friends beat
here's
me,
my
I used to
pager
go,
number. Yeah, this is my pager number.
143
831.
823.
Yo.
911.
911.
It's like because you're not answering. You're like,
Damn, the
you look at it
beeper.
like 911. Oh my God, I gotta. Who is this? What
You
happened?
could do boobs.
Beeper.
the boobs.
Yeah, you just have to be creative with the letters to spell words.
See,
I
that's the
did
thing.
that on a calculator, not on a beeper.
Was it the Nokia Snake phone?
I had, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's your era. Snake.
Mhm.
They should bring
Or
back
the
beepers.
They should.
It was indestructible.
Right?
Okay.
They should. I think they
You
should.
could like launch it and it was
We
fine.
should do that.
Beepers.
Beepers.
I think the thing is that beepers allowed my generation to be like 1 foot in, 1 foot out with technology. It's like you could choose to get that beep and ignore it, or just like put your beeper away. You're good to go. It's not like you had immediate access to me. It's almost like you're sending a smoke signal. Yo, I want to talk to you, Angel. Like, here's the
The
code.
beep,
Right.
me, page me.
Page
That's
me.
So I have a question. How did it like? Did you just like recharge it? Was it battery?
The battery. It's one. No, it's one battery. It's one solo.
Who's 21 here?
Bottom under, like
Yeah.
like a camera or something.
It had like 3 buttons or 2 buttons on top, then you had your face and
Yeah.
a clip. Because
Yeah.
were
A
you
clip.
a clip in or clip out?
I clipped in. I clipped in the front pocket and let the clip hang right here in the front.
That actually, yeah, it's like
I felt like people that clipped out was like janitors.
Oh, you mean like
on
the
the
bulk
Yeah.
sitting out on the outside? Yeah.
They got it on the outside with all those keys on the key ring.
No, but talking about hustles, like I used to pretend I was sick, and my dad had a beeper store. He would bring me a bag of beepers to the clinic. I would go back with this bag of beepers to my class, and I would say $20 for each beeper. It has a number. But within a week, that number's gonna disconnect. So y'all gonna have to hit me up if you want another
some
number.
temporary beeper subscription.
Subscription.
Being an entrepreneur.
And bro, I flipped all of them. My dad was like, "You're crazy. How'd you do this?" I'm like, "Bring me another bag tomorrow. I got it."
Flipping the beeper.
Did you collect them when they were done? Because that would have been.
No, like honestly, I had no idea what happened when they were done. Like nobody, like it was just me flipping them. They just kept buying.
$15.
They just kept buying them, and they were all the different colors. So some people would pick
So your
the
first
pink and the
was
red
beepers.
candy, actually, but then it graduated
Penny
to
candy.
cheaper. Yeah, the penny,
Yeah, I used to do
you
the
buy
sugar
the candy,
straws.
and
I used to do the sugar
Airheads.
straw.
Airheads fly like crazy. Like you sell those to anybody.
I did the sugar straws.
Yeah, but now one
Sugar
air is like
straw.
one
Sugar straws
Nah.
was my hustle.
$1.25 at the dollar store.
Jeez, is that crazy?
My first hustle was
Eating
bikes.
plastic bikes
I used to steal bikes.
Same.
at the hustle.
Every time you
I
say
would
this story,
steal
I
your
cringe,
bike. I
bro.
would steal your bike. I would steal her bike. I would strip it down and I would build new bikes out of everybody's parts and spray paint them and sell them to the neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
And then my grandma found all the bikes under her shed, under her deck. She had like one of those wooden back decks.
That was
And I
my
felt
brother-
like
that was
nobody
my brother's first house
Ever went under the wood deck. So I had everybody. Yeah, it was fucked up.
You could serve up.
I know, but I was like, do I want one? I don't know.
It was fucked up. That was
But
my
yeah.
first shot of entrepreneurship.
How many did you get through before you got caught?
60 bikes.
Wow.
Damn.
I would go to other neighborhoods. $75 a bike.
I feel like gang unit had to
Well, I
get you
mean-
at some point. Like they must have thought you were a gang taking all these.
I mean, I was, bro, but I try to like make it a little bit exclusive, like spray paint your name.
You're a trip.
Like I'll put the mongoose pegs on it. You feel me?
It's too much
Change the
liability.
seat.
Yeah, I
It's
would.
too much liability. It's too many.
I was just trying to get Jordans, man. My mom couldn't afford the Jordans. I had to get my own Jordans.
Dude, I didn't see.
Ice cream for the block. Like
Were
I
you
gave back.
Back to the,
I'm gonna tell
back
you.
to the community.
I'm gonna tell you.
Type to like sneak up on a like backyard, just
And jump the fence.
So your generation won't know this. So back in the day, after school, you used to know whose house all the kids was playing at because the bikes would be in the front yard.
no. My generation's the same.
Oh, y'all had bikes?
yeah.
I
That's
didn't think
what-
y'all
They
played
do.
outside. Y'all went outside?
No, remember she's
I-
Cuban culture, so
That's a
No,
different.
it's not
playing
even
on the
Cuban
streets.
culture.
Y'all played outside?
I grew up in Kendall.
yeah,
Oh,
So those are outside kids? Or?
yeah.
I don't
Kendall,
know.
My
Kendall, they actually had it.
Interesting.
yeah. My
Yeah, so that was it. Like
Yeah.
the days that I didn't go play football and I see, oh, they down at Johnny's house and everybody done left their bikes out front.
Yeah, yeah.
Just one by one.
Where you guys play manhunt?
That's like a manhunt.
You never played
I know what
manhunt.
that is. That's why-
What you know about that?
That's what I'm trying
Yeah.
to tell
This is why I tell you she's
you.
old, bro. But she's like, oh,
When I say like I'm literally like
so you like
85?
an old lady, golden
Yeah,
girl
inside.
wrapped up in a
100%.
21.
yeah,
You
she
know
is.
this?
Got it. Well, I didn't know you knew Manhunt. I thought she
Yo.
just said she's 40 and you 21. That's
still
that's
get
a big
surprised.
difference.
We play manhunt till like 3 a.m.
Definitely.
No
evaluate
phones.
Right?
No
I still get
phones.
surprised when she tells me that she's like
You played
experienced
Rainbow
and shit.
Dixie too?
Yes.
You see? Like-
no phones till 3
Ouija board.
a.m. I didn't want to ever.
Scary, huh?
Man,
Scared.
that ain't no hood game. We ain't
No,
play
that
You
ain't,
thought
that
it was
ain't
like
no
the-
hard game.
When you
for
did
real.
the
We ain't play no
the
Ouija board.
thing, and everybody really legit thought it was gonna happen. You know, like
Yeah.
you're in the basement like this, and everybody's two fingers.
You did the Candyman in the mirror?
Nah.
What do you mean?
I ain't
Lighter
playing
than
with
your
Candy,
feather,
man.
stiff as a board, and everybody's
Yeah.
two fingers went underneath a person, one of your friends, and you try to lift him, and then you're not lifting them, obviously. But you're like, "Yo, did you see him go up?" And then everybody bit into that we lifted them. Oh,
That's
I never did that.
that's peer pressure at its finest.
Dude, my mongoose
Group
was spray
thinking.
paint all black and the pegs were pink.
That
This
probably
girl.
was one of my old originals.
It was actually my brother who stole it, and
Oh,
I
so you
spray painted.
Oh, so it was a legitimate
That was
people was
Legitimate entrepreneur.
like I got
That
so
is fine.
I do.
all right. I'm with it.
Oh man, you guys are crazy. All right, so now that you took me down a nostalgic, I told you this would happen. We would go down to the fields. Let's get our way back from the fields and
All right,
talk a
let's
little bit more about, some stuff. I did find DJ London, by the way, on IG. So y'all could check him out, DJ London official _ if you want to see. He has 15,000 followers.
And I like that he didn't pay for his blue check yet. Shout out to you,
Shout out
DJ
to
London.
DJ London for doing that.
He a real one.
Keeping it real.
He a real one.
We don't know the aftermath of this whole paywall for for getting your blue check, but
It's like a pain over your eye.
Oh my god!
Like,
you ever
if
get
you-
the
if you-
migraines that bump when you?
yeah, like if you're hearing me, if you're playing this back, zoom into his face as soon as I said that people are paying for blue checks, so you can see his eye twitching.
You can zoom
But-
in on YouTube.
I don't know. I mean, they can figure it out.
Screenshot, zoom in.
Yeah, they can figure it out. But like, tell me, let's talk about it now that
No,
we
sorry.
brought it up. We
sometimes
unpacked
you
it.
get all these secrets, and I'm like, whoa, hold
you
up.
zoom
You
in?
can zoom in on YouTube.
So blue checks, right? We talk about the fact that now Instagram, you can pay for it. Well, some people, because I still haven't figured out the method to the madness of why I'm not chosen to be able to do my own personal name, but my business can do it. And then Twitter now releasing a whole new news around the people that already had the blue check and worked so hard to get it, now are going to have to pay for it to keep it.
So LeBron James tweeted out, "I'm not paying the $5, so y'all can have my check."
If you're not grandfathered in.
No,
Correct. Grandfathered in does not exist.
So as rich as LeBron James is,
Yeah. 99 and the older people pay the 5.
no. So this is Twitter.
No.
now.
Twitter.
Twitter, not even
You can pay
Instagram.
for Twitter too.
14 is the
So
IG.
Twitter is $8.99 for the regular person. You want to get verified on Twitter, you can do it today. $8.99. But if you was a veteran,
$8.99
OG,
now?
$8.99.
It started at $3.99.
Yeah.
So, but the OGs, if you already had it before, you pay $5 and you get to keep it. So you get the little discount if you want to keep it. So LeBron James tweeted out, "I'm not paying the $5, so y'all can have this blue check back."
Yeah, because
Which that brings
he
good
doesn't
awareness.
need a blue check.
Yeah.
Now that you bring this up, right? So if he's not going to pay for it, what if some robot or some impersonator pays for it,
He needs a blue check.
right? And then now the real LeBron doesn't have a blue check, but this fake LeBron does.
But if anyone could pay for it, what's the difference?
That's where I'm at with it. Take everybody's fucking check away at this point because it's not going to change
Yeah.
people being frauded, right?
Yeah.
So this is all they ask for when you do the meta. Give me a copy of your ID and you're verified. If your name and your bio matches the driver's license you submit, you're verified. Not let me put it through my scanner. Just send me a picture of it.
I mean, like how
And
much
you verify.
Photoshop the hell out of something like that.
Yeah.
I got through high school
But you
doing
know
that. But
Now that I think about it, what if they have a system that it shows how long they've been posting? And they know if somebody's authentic, if they've been posting since 2012, they will know that's the real LeBron James.
I don't think
I
they can.
don't
It don't
think
matter.
care.
No, not that they're like they don't care, but it shows them. Oh, they just open, so it's like an alert, a red
Oh,
flag.
like the
that
new
this
badge
account
on
is fake.
So
Instagram.
I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna combat that. You mind if I get
Yeah.
in the
Also,
dialogue?
give the perspective.
Get in.
Go on a website and type in buy old Twitter accounts, buy old Instagram
Putting
accounts,
sauce out there.
Yeah, now he's.
and you can go
putting sauce.
buy an account that's been there since Instagram started, change the name, and then it looks like you've had it for as long as whatever.
Right.
He's putting
It's-
sauce out there.
You can't. The scammers is the scammers. I lost my Facebook page yesterday and was on the phone. Got hacked. They didn't even need my Facebook login to get my Facebook. I didn't even know because I don't use my Facebook enough. I was on the phone with Facebook. They called me because the little chat thing was working. She's like, "Yo, can I just call?
Buddy.
Can I just call you, Baron?" I'm like, "Yeah." I noticed my Facebook's not linked to my Instagram no more, and I'm running some promo for somebody who paid good money, and I need both things working at the same time. And she's like, "Huh, it's interesting. Looks like somebody took over your account and locked you out." Interesting.
Really? Thank you for
Thank
telling me.
you. Like, I need that. She's like, "I'll give us 24 to 48 hours. We'll get it back and then we'll get you all squared away." But scammers is gonna scam.
Yeah.
I feel like this is gonna make it worse.
Why can't they just not what? Why don't you just nobody pay for anything? Stop buying for it. What is it? If it's you're paying to be verified because it's like I'm gonna say an honor, but that's not the right thing to say. You know what I mean? If it's now means it means nothing, right?
Yeah, it
You
means
just
nothing.
kind of just it's a moot point.
It's just
At this
saying
point.
you-
Why even do anything and nobody pay, and then they have to take it away? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Right?
That leads
Like-
to
Well,
the
I mean,
perspective
just-
that I was
just
talking
fight
about.
against
The problem is what the check turned into. The check was
What did it start?
the check
how
was
did it
supposed
start?
to just be for people who were of influence or people who had some notoriety or people who had some was an expert or a professional or a government official to not be impersonated by somebody else, right? So if you Kim Kardashian, and she's the real Kim Kardashian. How do we know which one is real? So let's put a check so we can
was
know.
the original.
That was the original plan. It turned into currency of this clout age of you're famous. Once you get the check, you famous now. Like you somebody. That's what it turned into. So now people would give up their firstborn for this blue check. I've seen people pay $30,000 for the check.
That's how much it really costs to do.
I have a PR agency, so I know what these people are willing to pay for a blue check.
So now that you've
They
said
can
that,
pay me 30,000. I'll pay 15 a month.
So imagine those people who paid $30K. You think I'm upset? You think these people are not upset that they spent
because they spend a lot.
$30,000 on press?
But when you buy it, is there requirements with it? Like you have to have X amount of followers. So you can have 2 followers and be.
Oh yeah, as long as
This blue check is getting out of hand.
But wait, now, so we know about it, we value it because we come from PR, we branding, we deal with marketing, all that good stuff, right? And we're in the conversation of what this blue check really means, right? But like, do you guys even care about the blue check? Like, is this a conversation you're having? Do you even want it? Like, what is
more than me? I think.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm
give
saying.
no
Like,
shit.
I don't
We're
really
spending
care
so
about
much
the blue
time on
check. I care more about like followers and like engagement, like the ratio of that. I don't like.
You already know how I feel about social media.
Yeah,
I think it's bullshit.
She makes me handle everything.
Honestly, no, not even about that. I think it's bullshit. I think it's bullshit that somebody can be a joke at something and in any field, a clown field, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then you can have a professional, but the joke is more paid better and more people pay more attention to because they are better on social media.
Right.
And I think social media completely killed what hardworking actual people that know.
Yeah, it used to have to be a skill set
I
and some
actually hate it,
talent.
but you can't
Avoid
You want
it.
to be left behind, or you want to go with the times.
But like that's exactly. That's how also like a lot of people are looking up restaurants, looking up businesses, like seeing if they want to go
DJs?
somewhere.
We want to look
Exactly, they're looking up on Instagram.
It's the
they're
resume.
looking up on-
But
yeah,
when we
instead
didn't
of-
have that, what did people do?
Okay, but
Yellow pages.
but it doesn't.
No, or they just
have to like
Space.
go with the time.
But they just called you or like got to know you as a person, and then they stood working with you because they liked you as a person, not because they looked you up
or
and
we saw what you were doing.
saw what you were doing. Like, oh, okay,
Well, that's because influencer wasn't a thing then, right?
you're influencing because
Like, let's say
you're doing
people-
the dance the best. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, I mean, think about like people that were stand-up comedians, right? That it was a skill set, it was a talent required to go on stage. Well, now you could go viral online
on TikTok.
on TikTok.
That guy did Matt Rife. I do like him a lot. He's super cute.
Layup.
He's
This will lay up for
super
this.
cute.
That's a selfie I have with him.
Isn't he? He's so funny,
Yeah.
but he doesn't suck. So if he sucked, I could see where I told you I can get a little loud.
No, great. I love it. No, do your thing.
Like he's still good.
Okay.
I appreciate that social media helped someone who wasn't recognized before to a better platform. So I could appreciate that part.
But that's definitely thanks to TikTok too.
Yes, it was. I mean, now he's like super famous, and because
But
he's
TikTok,
good looking.
like getting audience in TikTok, it's so much
the
easier
key.
than Instagram.
Oh, see, I like Instagram.
All right, so look, now that we got here, I love that. No, this brings up a hot debate for me. And we got we got to the like how this could flow, right?
That man is hilarious.
So we
I'm thinking
have
when I went to go see him in improv.
oh like what, this guy
Right,
Matt
Matt
Rife.
Rife.
he's sold out. I checked.
So now check this out. You like Matt Rife, right?
December, yeah.
And you have two
In the
options.
draw?
Look,
They're still on.
you have two. No, it's fine. They can go crush on him. But there's two options that you got to go down this road, right? What if now all social media was paid for you to even get onto social media?
That's what I was gonna jump into.
What are you gonna like? What are you gonna do then? You
'Cause
like Matt Rife, but you can't
what I'm thinking
enjoy
is
his
that
stuff.
when, like, you know how YouTube, Spotify, you have to pay for no ads.
Yeah,
That's the perspective we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, but only do that
I
for
would
Hulu.
pay as a business to like post my stuff, but for me to pay to like want to see like to scroll,
Just to
I
scroll.
wouldn't do that.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
You have a scroll issue.
All right, so that brings me up because my wife, she has the TV on in the living room, muted, just for the light of TV, and she just on TikTok. I'm like, we eating tonight? Give me a second. I'm like, what the
Is that you?
is on TikTok?
Like we're out and she's doing it. I'm like, take your phone.
Yeah.
It's the same bullshit. It's
she's
like
like, what are you doing? what are you doing? I'm like, I just had a check. Like, I was just,
You check what?
just scrolling. I'm
How
just
much-
scrolling.
How much you guys really? How much you willing to pay as a business though?
0.
But
As a
that's a
business?
marketing expense, right? As a
yeah.
business, you're gonna be
That's
using
that's
that for
why it's
marketing. But
Like,
for
as a-
entertain, you use it for
Because
entertainment.
they're already
Yes.
pricing
Well, no, we
$14.99.
do both, but
Do you
that's
consume
the
most
thing.
content on social media for entertainment purposes?
yes,
Okay. How much TV do you watch?
not much.
So that phone is your version of TV.
But I wouldn't pay for it, which is why I don't pay for cable.
That's not true.
I don't pay.
I think you would. I think
I
you
would
would
not
try
pay-
not
I
to.
would
What
not
would you
pay for
do
But honestly, you wouldn't
as
know.
an alternate?
You wouldn't know until it actually
I'd go back to TV.
just becomes a thing.
What is the TV of now, though?
I Netflix, Hulu.
But you're still paying for
You're
that.
paying for
I
it.
don't pay for
Exactly.
Netflix, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Netflix,
So
you're
as soon as
not-
Netflix figures out how we can all stop sharing each other's passwords.
It's already
Yeah.
coming, yeah.
Wait, Netflix is what?
Well, you can't share passwords.
Sure,
so you have
yeah.
to pay
But
for it.
no, but
Like,
then they
but
renicked it.
yeah, but
They
then
said
they
no
renicked
because
it.
everybody got upset about it.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Yeah.
no.
But I don't like to scroll on social media. Like I see a lot of dumb stuff to where I'm like, if I paid for this, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, but you're the person. You're the reason
Okay.
why these clowns have
No.
20,000 followers and are getting paid.
I'm not
to
following
clowns.
these
Or
people.
like, or
I only follow
you
quality.
are,
No,
yeah.
This is
you don't
my
even know who I
conversation with my
follow.
wife. Let me
But
tell
then
you.
again, me and Baron talk about this a lot. That we like to scroll because as creators, sometimes we like to recreate things that creators. So we actually learning
Get
by
ideas.
watching.
But you're scrolling and watching. You're not. It's like a mind. It's almost like a robotic. You're like literally in the zone, and
Yeah.
I don't even think. Can you remember anything you saw today on TikTok?
I wasn't really on TikTok today.
Instagram.
no,
She's
but
not
actually,
even
like
So TikTok's your drug of choice.
Yeah.
This is how bad TikTok is. My life and the decisions that we make as a household are based off fucking
What?
TikTok. No, I'm gonna give you
I
perspective.
needed.
I'm gonna give you perspective.
Can you preface it because I don't want you to get killed when you're home. Your wife is
My wife,
Puerto Rican.
no, I had this conversation with her today. Every time she says something to me, I'm like, that's some TikTok shit. Right? She texts me, have you heard of these crumble cookies?
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck is that? I don't even eat sweets. Oh, well, Crumble, every Monday, they come out with 5 new flavors. You can test them out. So where do I end up at? Fucking Crumble cookie, spending $30 for 6 cookies. And this is her defense. But they're big cookies, though. Where'd you get that from? TikTok.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The water thing was from TikTok.
She cooks feta pasta. This was a trend on TikTok. Feta pasta. Now everybody's doing feta.
What is that?
What is
I know what it is.
Italians are gonna be really mad right now.
It's like a block of feta cheese, and then you put pasta in a thing, and
It was a TikTok trend.
yeah.
So I'm starting to notice. She texts me, hey,
Like so mad.
babe, when I get off work today, can you stop me by to get a probiotic with enzymes or something? I'm like, what the for? What is that for?
But that's one thing also
Something I
with social
saw
media
on
that I've learned. That you can pick what you want. Your phone is always listening to you.
Of course,
So
yeah.
if you want to be a person who
I
wants to be
know that.
like a mentor or something, you're gonna have mentor content coming up.
I just don't.
If you want to
understand
be a fashion stylist,
It's the new
But
TV.
it's
It's the new
weird 'cause it
TV.
actually upsets me.
But yeah, like what's the difference whether it's short form on TikTok or longer on YouTube or like TV? Like let's say cooking, for example. TikTok is the ridiculous.
Because on TV they're professional cooks.
Mm.
That's that.
Yeah, it's Emerald Lagasse.
It's
It's
produced.
God Fury.
I don't know what's the difference between someone. You ever see that lady who
but
does
I think that's like
she's
the beautiful part of
coffee.
it, though.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
With the
She goes-
coffee all sexy and stuff. No, but I don't know if that's the
No,
I don't know if that's the like the anchor point, right? I think that the point is we all now have like a screen addiction, like it's a thing, right? Imagine now all these people that are addicted to social media and all that good stuff, and they wake up in the morning and they go scrolling, and they go and they see a pop up. You have to pay now, right? How many people are going to be going through
People
withdrawals?
still gonna
Do
pay.
you think people won't
People
pay?
won't pay.
I think they're gonna pay.
They're gonna pay, bro.
I actually hope they don't because I think it'll make the people that do pay have
Bro,
more
they're gonna be
substance
like
to them,
junkies
but, like,
if they can't get
yeah.
to their phone and see
There's
something.
people that are very addicted.
It's
to
true.
They feel like they missing something that the world else got, and it's like, oh, I gotta get my fix. They're gonna be like junkies, bro.
About like a year ago, I made a promise to myself, and it's always been like that. Like, I do not like to waste my time on social media. The only reason I've done it because I see like they push me a lot to put myself out there Because honestly, it's coming.
You
have
created
to-
like 3
you
accounts
have to
now.
put yourself out
No.
there.
That
But I
understand.
hate social. Like my personal page, I only have a picture.
And then now you have your business page and then your other page.
If I wasn't a
Yeah.
brand, I wouldn't have social media. It's necessary. If I was not a brand, I would not have
But
social
what about Facebook? Because I think the conversation with Facebook is that you get to be in
I
touch
don't
with
have
family
Facebook.
members that are not like near you.
I don't need to talk to nobody.
Yeah, but I think that also those are the things like okay, Facebook because it's older and family
Yeah.
members and things like that. But then why don't if you're my family, why aren't you picking up the phone or calling me? The fact that I get
And
a
you're online,
my,
yeah.
my happy birthday message is through Facebook and not a phone call from someone that is
It's
a friend
depressing.
or family member. I'm like, oh, cool. I have a
I think
Facebook.
we've been desensitized to normal interaction like that.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that
I agree.
earlier
Like
today.
it's only a few people I talk to on the phone.
Oh, we are on FaceTime.
When I be
every
like,
day.
yo, would a text suffice? Like just because I'm moving too much that I cannot be.
yeah.
Hey man, how's it
Unless
going?
it's us, like we FaceTime all every day.
Like my wife don't even be on the phone with me. Yo, you good? Yeah, I'm good. You straight? We grab something on the way home.
Yeah, same
All
thing.
right, bet. Or she'll text me
Yeah.
a list of, hey, I'm craving, and that's
Yeah,
it.
but then you talk in person though. That's,
Oh, that's my dog
you
every
don't
day.
have to talk
Yeah.
like on the phone.
Yeah.
I actually have a cheat code that I learned on TikTok. That in your wife's contact, you can put all the favorite things that she likes. Like if you go to Taco Bell, she likes this. If
Wait,
you go to
what?
Starbucks, I have it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you can make a note.
I have a little note inside my contact, and I showed her, and she was like, "Oh, that's so cute. You know
Why-
all my
Why
stuff.
don't you like?
Just
You know how hard it is to remember that stuff."
No. it's
Oh
not.
yeah, try to
Also,
remember a
that works
Starbucks
harder than
order.
harder, and that's amazing. Good for you for doing that. I love it.
Starbucks order,
What the- why is it
double
different?
dolce, this and
Yeah.
that, twisted and
Nah, you
double
gotta know that,
frapped.
bro. Double chocolate
Nah,
chip
get outta here, bro.
frappuccino,
I wrote it
double
down.
blended, venti with the caramel.
Guys,
know
remember
it.
this
With
thing.
two cheese,
You wanna see
it's
it?
just toasted.
Remember, he doesn't just have to remember
Yeah, I
his
have
wife.
so
He has
much.
2 daughters.
You gotta
Yeah,
notice.
bro,
You gotta notice stuff. And
So like, I put it under her note, like in the note section.
Crunch up combo, chips and cheese.
So I know exactly. Doesn't matter where. Oh, she goes. Oh, Taco Bell. Oh, Starbucks. I know. There's a Talking Tacos, which we like. I'm bad. I love that place. I eat almost every
you
day.
eat Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Right? Ugh.
Don't look Taco Bell. Don't knock it.
I'm gonna knock it.
Yeah.
That's dog
I-
food.
Yo,
Potato
shout
taco.
out to the Taco Bell up in
Dog.
Pines.
That's
Bro. I love you.
freaking dog food. That's
Hey,
Alpo
I love you.
that they. Have you seen how they make the meat?
I
you just
seen
don't
it. Who
question it,
cares?
Don't question it.
Hey,
Don't
let me
question
ask you something.
I ate a potato taco from Taco Bell. That's what I ate.
I didn't even know they have
Potato
potato
taco?
tacos.
so good.
What is
Potato
that?
taco. It's so weird.
That's an unlock code. I need to figure that out. But no, have you had a Publix cake?
Oh, what is
Yes.
You had Publix cake, right?
Wait, like a cake?
I used to work at Publix.
Like a birthday cake?
Don't make me go through what they make those like.
So should I not?
But I'll
Wait,
still
what?
eat it.
Wait, what? What?
Nah, I
Wait,
ain't gonna
what?
call 'em out like
No,
that.
yeah.
But I used to be in the bakery. I when I was 19, I was in the bakery.
No, I need you to put Publix on blast. That's where
on
shopping is a
blast.
pleasure. I go to Publix.
Well,
What
none
are
of
they
their
cooking?
cakes are baked there.
Somebody delivers them.
They're baked in, I think, Orlando,
Yeah, what
and they
do
get
is
boxes
just-
of it
They
in there.
just decorate it.
But that's not the kicker. It's how they make the buttercream.
Okay. I'm not a sweet eater, so I don't change. Let's just go.
Well, I mean, if it was like a cup like this and I was making buttercream, all good to go because I could wear gloves and do all that joint. But if I have to make butter in like a big jar like this big, y'all see my
Flies.
arms. Like my arms are not like shaven.
Wait, time out.
There's people
There's
sticking their hands in that buttercream to get to the bottom of that jar.
So what? Scoop it out?
Yeah, there's no like cow gloves that you put on to like, stick your hand
Like
in the
a
cow.
spatula?
There's none of that. Like,
Shout out to all my Publix cake eaters.
I'm just
This is
saying.
for you guys.
Like, you're sticking your hand in that
Why
thing.
isn't there a spatula?
Like a big long spatula you do this joint with? Nah. Like a little rolling through the
I'm
buttercream.
confused.
Yeah, or it should
None
be
of
an
that.
or
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
this.
well, I mean, it's at the bottom. You don't put your hand through it.
No,
You just,
that's what they expect you to do is stick your hand all the way down to the bottom. Now, granted, they may have changed.
Oh, he's
these-
never getting hired back at Publix.
That was
that
when-
job. Fuck
Maybe
that
it's
shit.
different.
It's not a pleasure to work there. Whatever.
Dude, it was a
Shout out to
slave
our studio audience guest is traumatized.
ship. She's
But-
dying.
yeah. Have you ever eaten at Wegmans?
Oh no,
Wegmans?
please.
What is Wegmans?
That's
had it
where
once.
Wegmans is Publix. Like Publix is like garbage compared to Wegmans. Wegmans is the best supermarket I've ever been in my entire life.
Wegmans. Where is
Wegmans
that?
is more in like
Up north.
yeah.
Oh.
I wouldn't say
you can
better than Publix.
I mean,
but-
Are
Publix
you
subs. Publix subs though?
Please. I've
No.
had this debate before with friends. I've never been to Wegmans, and then we've traveled before, and we've walked into
I went to
Wegmans,
Wegmans.
and they're like, "Yeah, but you are too picky."
Do you guys like
So-
Trader Joe's though?
I do like Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
But I only bought flowers there. Like actually.
Oh, the
Yeah.
flowers are
Yeah.
right
You
there.
can go into a Wegmans, do yourself a favor, walk into a Wegmans, and just like smell everything. And
I
just
need to know
touch
where this
things.
is though.
Wegmans.
Wegmans.
'Cause I've traveled all the way up to like North Carolina and stuff. I haven't seen stuff
I
like
think
that.
Put that in your
You
Google.
gotta go higher.
Wegmans.
Jersey.
Mm,
No, there's like
I don't.
Oh,
no.
north.
I've only seen it.
East
no,
Coast.
it's close. There's closer than that. No. Where'd you
Safe,
go? Which one did you
Safeway.
go?
I'm from Delaware. I'm from Delaware. I never heard of
Food
Wegmans.
Lions.
I heard of Food Lions, ShopRite,
I've been
Acme's.
there in North
Stop,
Carolina.
Yeah, that's right.
Wegmans.
The
Food
HAB.
Lion.
Food Lion, I do HEB.
Get yourself a
HEB in
French
Texas.
vanilla muffin when you go into Wegmans.
We're gonna try
You
this.
don't like Wegmans. I'm like,
No,
like,
I
that's
didn't
it.
like it.
She's
I said it's
floored
not better than
now.
Publix.
Publix is not good. Publix is not good.
Yo,
Wegmans
Publix,
just has
Publix
like,
is never gonna
overpriced.
sponsor.
Overpriced, man.
American food, Italian food, like ready to go.
that's for
like, to
that's
eat.
because that's for the people that work like at lunch and they take it to go and done.
Yeah.
That's their to go section.
Like a quick.
That's what I'm saying. It's
The
a good
to-go
thing.
section
That's a good
looks
thing, right?
disgusting.
Yeah, compared to
Well,
like
Publix has
Publix,
sushi,
but
too.
like I don't know, Publix just gives this level of like most Publixes, not all, like level of like bouginess feel.
Look,
Publix?
Yeah.
Compared to Whole Foods?
depends on the Publix.
No.
Hey, hold up. It depends on the Publix. I'm gonna defend you a little bit. It depends on the Publix. Like you go to
Yes,
the neighborhood
depends on
Publix. There's like the Latino Publix. There's all
Yo,
different
There's
ones.
only one Wegmans, and if we're going who's bougier, it is me. At 100%, Wegmans is bougie.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you, HEB gives it a run for any supermarket's money, and that's Austin, Texas, or Texas in general. HEB. They have literally at HEB. They have
Sounds like you need a BJ's membership to get
it's almost
into.
like a BJ's.
Okay.
They have clothing, they have all sorts of stuff. But the thing that surprised me the most is all the types of food and different things that they have. there.
HEB. Okay.
Like sushi, fresh seafood, all sorts of stuff. But it's like a Costco sized joint.
But what about the we
Oh,
talking?
you want to see
I'm
like
talking about the
Costco music
customer.
plays?
No, I'm talking about
Sushi
customer
fire.
service aspect.
No.
If Publix
Ain't
is
nothing
shopping
beat
is a
Farmers market or fresh market, whatever that joint.
no, but I'm just saying.
Did you know you can make your own bowl? Angel.
Oh, the
went
cheat
to-
code at Publix.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Y'all
make
can
your
do
own
anything at
sushi
Publix.
bowl.
Y'all don't even know. I made pizza at Publix.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like they don't even like they have pizza ovens. But the manager was like, "Yo, I want pizza," and I'm like, "Yo, I need ingredients." He's like, "We're at a supermarket." And I'm like, "All right, cool." So I get the dough from the bakery. I go to the deli. I go get like stuff to put on it, chicken, whatever, and then I make a pizza. They do that after hours. They can do
After
whatever they want. Actually, if you didn't know, Publix actually throws out their bread. Not throws out their bread if you're in a neighborhood Publix where they donate it to like pig farms, but they actually have to throw out their bread every day. Stuff in the bakery they have to throw out.
They donate to pig farms.
So that they have like
So
food
they
to
could
eat.
it.
Most Americans are pigs, so it makes sense.
I don't understand what it is. I just was verifying that it's a pig farm instead of real humans.
Like you're
Yeah, I know a pig when I see one.
real human people.
Just was
Not the
questioning
homeless.
that it's a pig farm. Just verifying.
Just check.
Not just the average American. I get
It
it.
was verifying.
All right, so we went in the fields again, but I want to talk about this one thing real quick because you guys are here, and I felt like I needed to get this article that we wrote on South Florida Digest. Shout out to South Florida Digest. New publication, but we're kicking butt on that one, right? That one started how long ago? Like less than a couple months, and it's already on its way to 14,000 and up. On that joint right there. But recently, there was an article in the news talking about Belle Mead Island, some exclusive island where the rich and famous live and all that type of stuff. Well, this rich guy got real smart and he goes, "Yo, I'm going to rent my property out for parties on this exclusive island where literally no one could get on." And now people are renting it. It's an 8,000 square foot waterfront, on Biscayne Bay. And he was renting it for, I think it was like $5,000 or some joint like that. And the city fined him. Like literally, I think it was 250.
Well, that short-term rental market is like
It's crazy.
They crack it
What
down.
was the reason?
They said it was because all the neighbors said that it was like a club, like living next to a club. Every day there was loud music, there was, police activity, noise ordinance type of stuff. But I feel like it was weird that the city got involved in that way and they were like, hey, we're giving you a
Well, you're
short-term
talking
violation.
about where money is.
Because
That's
I'm
why
sure
the city's
they're gonna be like, we're gonna be violation, but there's gonna be a way around this, and it's gonna cost you this.
They charged him $229,000.
I know a similar story to
Wait a
these
minute.
And he
three
had to
Miami
pay it?
promoters.
Fine.
The fine was
You
200.
had to pay it, or you can like fight it.
He's currently fighting it with his attorney right now. And they said the commissioner is saying that he does not want to lower the price because they're using him as an example to deter future violators.
So this is rich people problems, by
Yeah.
the way.
Mm-hmm.
Other
Sure.
rich people that buy in rich neighborhoods don't want you bringing riffraff to the neighborhood. This is like, you can go to any South Florida neighborhood. If they find out it's an Airbnb going on their street, I take real estate photography pictures. So I get the nosy neighbors that come out. What?
Why's your car parked up front? What do you do?
The open house broke us open. The 3 security guards came into the house because we weren't parked on the we were, but on the odd side of the street.
Oh, you gotta read the sign when you walk in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
odd
They
side
told us at the gate, but it's like we're only here a couple hours. Like, why are you guys being so
You
like
gotta
different?
follow the
We
rules.
did. We sell it, like, but let your neighbor sell his home, and it's not like come on.
Yeah, it's not like it's a party or whatever.
Yeah.
But,
These are all the good things about living in these gated communities, guys.
yeah, HOAs.
They could tell you what color your fence and your shutters and your window and your grass height,
And you pay
Can
them
be.
to tell you.
and you pay for that.
It's crazy.
Shout out to all my
So this
unincorporated
guy's
people.
fighting it now.
Yeah, it's currently going through.
How long was
litigation.
he able to have it going on before he got stopped?
Oh yeah, he made a ton of money.
Yeah, he just got forfeit
He
the
made
money.
probably like $500,000 or something like that.
Probably.
Yeah. Because remember, these people are trying to get into these places, to throw, those high end.
That's exclusive.
That's exclusive.
So how much was the house? Like about about?
I would
how much
say, I don't know if the neighborhood it would be
on the
a
island.
couple
Yeah.
mil.
Okay,
Who's
so
for his neighbors on there? I feel like they need to be far away.
Well, I mean, the aerial view of the joint is like that, right? So they're not like you don't have a lot of acreage apart.
that's the thing too, and like I don't
Ooh, that's
I don't know how often
Yeah.
you get people for.
Sexy though.
Yeah, it is.
That's some Scarface shit.
You know what I mean? So people are looking to do that.
But that's the thing, like especially in South Florida, people come down here to party specifically. So, like, but the Airbnb restrictions are so tight, and when I get buyers that are like, "Oh, well, I want to Airbnb it out when I'm not here and stuff," and they don't like what I send them in their budget, they'll find another agent who will just find them another
You're talking
property.
about my buyer.
Yes, because she was upset.
That's some Miami shit though.
She was
shade.
no,
Not like I didn't give her a buyer.
no, okay. But like they don't understand. They just think like I don't want to help them. But I'm like, I know how strict the rules are.
You the
like,
expert.
You need to be careful with
Yeah.
where you're buying.
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna Airbnb it out. You're gonna
have
get
a fine.
fined, and I know you don't have the money for it. So, but to them, I just look like the shitty agent
didn't
who didn't want to help them.
So they go find someone else to do the
Go ahead. Did you verify the Airbnb laws? Did you verify with the HOA if there is
So
an
what you
HOA?
should have said is like, look, you want me to? Am I the expert or are you the expert?
No,
Do you
she
want to do this?
just went MIA, which is fine. And like I said,
I said, you want to do this my way or you want to do this Miami style?
and that's the thing too. People come to South Florida thinking they're gonna buy some 3-2 for like 400,000, 300,000.
What? And that's not good. Tell me the market.
Not 400,000 in Miami. I'm telling you that, unless you're in, you know.
Yeah, but
Unless you on that street.
they're all trying to scheme everywhere. You know, every time I get people calling me, like, how can I make this my primary residence? But I already own 5 primary residences. I'm like, bro.
Bro,
This is my homestead. Right?
That's the thing. Like people mess it up for other people instead
Yeah.
of like just doing shit right the first time. They're messing it up for everyone else, and it's frustrating. And then people think like, "Oh, you don't want to help me? I'll find someone who will." Find someone who is willing to cross that line.
Yeah,
but I'm
put
not,
their license
I'm
on
not
the
gonna
line.
put my license on the line. I'm not gonna have attorney fees up the ass
Right.
because like you want me to do something
Right.
that's not right. I either want to do it right or don't do it at all. Like
Good shoe.
Then you have people that appreciate that, though. You have
The right person.
true.
Yeah, I mean, we know, it's a numbers game in real estate. You know, for every 100 leads, you get 5 people that maybe are good out of it.
yeah, but think about it. How many people come up to you as a realtor and they're like, "You're lucky to have my business."
Well, I don't really have that.
Okay, well, yeah, because you don't really do.
Well,
But
his
it's like-
demeanor
but it's
doesn't
like,
allow
I
it
could
to be.
as a business. I'm a business of myself.
Right.
I can choose who I work with.
Mm.
Like
I love that about being a business owner.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't.
Yes, I do.
Same.
No, but a lot of people don't understand that
You got to
aspect
get
of
to a
it.
level to be able to be
Exactly.
selective.
You do have to get to a level, but I do have the option to do
You have
it.
the option.
I'm at the level where I pick who I want to do real estate with.
And that's a beautiful place to be. I think you got to get to that point because you got to be able to say,
Yeah, when you first starting out, you got to take
You
everything.
always
money.
give the option to do anything you want. Everything is a choice. Do you have the option to brush your teeth in the morning? Do you do it every day?
Yes.
Yeah. Right? But you won't not do it. It's the same as there's no way you're not gonna take the business people. You have the option, but you're saying you're never gonna do it.
No.
It's the same
but
like
to her
me. I've
point-
never,
No, there's people
I've
where you
never
just have to draw the
chose
line.
to work for anybody. I don't think I ever will.
no. Well, the
But you came
point,
from a
the
different-
point you're
Yeah.
trying to make is
Yeah, but
sales.
I made that
This
decision.
traditional sales
It's not.
mentality, right? Never leave anything on the table that you can grab, right? Like my dad comes from, like I was trained that way, like be very salesy, like no matter what it is,
Get the low hanging fruit.
take it in the chin, get the low hanging fruit, do whatever you got to do to get everything and anything. And I feel like the evolution of entrepreneurship has changed to a point where now, because we're making passive income, this studio is built on passive income.
Yeah.
Like this studio does not require clients to run. It is based off of one YouTube channel's monetization. I can literally close the doors for the rest of the year. It'll still be paid. And that gives me the freedom to be able to say, fuck no, I don't want to do that. Right?
Very
And that's
nice feeling to
different.
be in. Majority of people don't have that.
Exactly.
Right. You got to get to a point where, like, in the beginning, you got to do everything. Like, when I started photography, bro, I was doing quinceañeras, birthday parties, maternity shoots, bro. I was doing everything because I was new and I needed the money. Now,
But it's
I
also
don't
a
even
way to
take
get
the
yourself
lens
out,
cap
though.
off. Yeah.
Like, how else do you get yourself out there if you're not taking everything? And then the word of mouth and all those things. Like,
Well, the
how do you-
I
struggle
think in the beginning, you
But
have
the
to
struggle
define
with
it.
that is you, after a while, you have to niche down because it's-
Pivot. Like you have to pivot your
yeah,
clothes.
you can't nobody pay me enough right now to shoot a quince ever. You feel me? But
You can do it, but
I could do it. But it's like, nah, I'm all right, sir.
you'd rather outsource that to someone
I'd
else.
send that and get some middle money.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
But like, how much? So if a client doesn't respect you when you're doing a transaction, how much do you think they're like? How likely do you think they are to refer you to someone?
Not likely. You
Like
lost
they didn't
that.
think
referral.
shit of you when you were working together.
No.
They just tolerated you. Why are they gonna go to their friend?
Why?
Oh, hey, I
Okay,
worked with
time out.
Alaina. You should use
Time
her.
out.
Even
What,
though I
just
treated her
like
like
you
shit.
can choose them, they can fire you at any moment.
Mhm.
So
In,
what do
in
you-
your industry, right?
yeah,
Because it's a
so it doesn't matter. Yes, they might be, not the nicest person to you or whatever it is at the end of the day, but you'd be surprised that after it's all said and done, you get them into their home and like they're all like puppies and rainbows when they're in their house that you did this for them, how they change and their attitude just sways.
No, I
over.
agree with
Yeah,
that.
Like
I gotta.
Yeah.
they can
Some.
fire you too.
I've been
it goes both ways.
I've been fired by a real estate client before. He was an asshole. He knew he was an asshole. And sometimes you catch me on the right day, I'm going to
Yeah.
reciprocate the energy, right?
Mhm.
He fired me twice.
Twice.
Twice. We still do business together.
Yeah, see.
I caught him on a bad day. He caught me on a bad day, but he know I get the shit
Yeah.
done.
But then that you have that better that's the respect that you want.
Yeah.
Like you're real. It's the way you want.
Yeah,
You're
I
able
tell him,
to
bro,
be-
you are fucking
But I
so
think-
difficult to deal with, bro. But we get the shit done.
Yeah.
He like, yo, Baron, if it was anybody else, the deal wouldn't have got done. And I understand that. So it's that level of respect, even though he a hard ass and all of that. And he still refers me people.
But I think there's an art form in separating business and like emotions, right? And I feel like
look.
yeah, I feel like it's hard to like get to a point where you don't let your emotions control how you're gonna do business with someone. You have to kind of be like non-reactive to certain things like that and still battle through because at the end of the day, you're a business owner. Like business doesn't care if you're feeling a certain type of way.
you're right.
Like you got to make your money.
Money's money, yeah.
You gotta smile extra on those phone calls.
I'm too like emotional with it. Like in terms of like I feel bad for the client. I never get angry with them
Yeah.
like at all. My feeling is like bad. Like I feel their pain of like wanting to be in a home, and then I get too vested that way. That's where I have a hard time. Like
So
What's your birthday?
October 20th, I'm a Libra,
Huh. You're very empathetic, like with your clients, right?
like super
Like you put on everything.
and, yeah, and everything. In life.
what's the one reason people don't get approved?
Money.
Yeah, probably. I have to say you can fix pretty much everything. Down payment is like where I
Down
think
payment,
the
yeah, that's
problem
exactly what I thought.
therein lies because you can add a co-bar, you can add 5 co-borrowers. You can fix your credit score. We can manipulate certain things.
But
to
that
make it
down
work. But
payment?
that down payment, if
Yeah.
you don't have that extra money, you can't just pull it.
Got it.
It's just really where that's the hardest part. People are always like, oh, the rates. I'm like, if you have the money to do it, just do it. Like, stop waiting. You're not gonna, it's a game that you don't want to play.
I'm interested. Have you seen an uptick now that because social media is pushing real estate, tax deferment, like own a bunch of properties, use FHA to get your first property, like all this stuff?
You
is
mean
coming
that
up
they
on my
make it look
feed.
so easy?
Yeah, it looks really easy. It's like all these like influencers, like, yo, I got like 30 properties. Look what I'm doing. Like, have you seen an uptick in that, or like you're still dealing with your traditional like family trying to buy a house, or are you dealing with investors?
I think I just deal with a lot more people that are so uneducated with it. Like, they're like, oh, what's that first time home buyer thing? I'm like, it's not. There's no such thing.
It's
as
not a
first-time
30-second
home buyer.
TikTok video.
But there's also, it's not a first time. You don't get a special thing for being a first time home buyer. FHA is anytime home buyer and 3.5% down. It's anytime home buyer. It's not if you bought your second home, as long as it's your primary and you're making it primary. Doesn't matter if it's your first or third. Conventional is the same. Well, conventional is 3% or 5%. There's no like special first time home buyer program.
It's
that
like your
everybody's,
second investment, regardless.
so like crazy about. I mean, there's grants and things like that you have to be a first time home buyer. But other than that, there's no like magic program that does it. I mean, I don't know. And I think that everybody now with the social media is more like an expert. And then they try to tell you, no, but this is the way it goes. I'm like
here's the
And
TikTok.
sometimes I feel like people even do that to
This
get
guy
to
on
sell
TikTok
like their
said it.
little
The
ebooks.
courses.
Yeah,
Courses,
ebooks,
ebooks.
courses.
It's all bullshit.
Which is not.
It's all bullshit.
I don't.
Yeah, I just
I'm
put an
not,
ebook
like-
out. What are you saying?
Yeah, I'm not against it because a lot of people put their hard time and work into making
And like,
ebooks.
is it a course?
Talking
No.
about,
Oh.
No.
I'm
talking
talking
about
about
real
courses.
estate ebook.
Oh no.
No,
Yo, what did you
courses.
say?
No, because okay, so
Go.
I did a lot with like Airbnb people, and obviously like there's like a lot of regulations, and Miami's like very, very difficult too. And then plus like the less expensive properties are condos. Condos aren't letting you do shit unless it was built for like
The condo
short term
towns?
rentals.
Yeah.
So everyone's like, like I'm approved for like 200,000, 250. I want to get an Airbnb property. I have like $5,000. First of all, what? Second of all, these condos that you can't afford aren't gonna let you Airbnb it out. Plus, their HOAs are like 600 to 1,100.
Yeah, but the condo hotels are sweet. Those are nice.
No, I've looked at a lot of them, but
They're a
they're
lot
not
of money, yeah.
200,000.
But-
The least expensive was 400,000. I think that was like by Wynwood, if I remember.
But even the FHA loans, which I will say for people that want to invest, if you're trying to buy a home and you want to go the FHA route, it does allow you to buy a multi-unit family up to 4 units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you live in one of them and use the rental income as the rest.
For a
which
year.
is cool.
Yeah.
So you're buying your own home but investing in the same time at the same time of it, and that's really cool. Most investment properties you have to put down 20-25%. FHA allows you to be already investing in say 3 units because you have to live in one.
Right.
That right there is like a nest egg. What?
Yeah.
That's a nest egg
Okay.
right there to just
It
keep
really
roll-
is.
Just put in your money, use your rental income to pay off the. What are you going to say?
No, I love it.
I'm waiting for you to finish.
No, I want to know what you're going to say
No.
before I finish.
Okay, because it makes sense like financially, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
But whenever I go to show people duplexes or like any type of multifamily, I don't want to live like here.
Yeah,
This
because they're
isn't-
usually
this
in
isn't
low
fancy,
income
they're not
neighborhoods.
renovated.
But that's where you see there's a lot of people that have a way different mindset.
Yeah.
Because I would see as this is an investment. People are like, oh, I have to rebuild this because.
But
this
think
and
That's
about
the thing,
when the
they're-
last
they're
time
not
you seen
real
a duplex
investors. They
in,
just saw it on TikTok.
in a good
wanted it.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's low income.
Very, very rarely are you gonna see these luxury homes and then a duplex.
It don't fit
God.
the zoning.
But that's not what. If you're looking to try to put,
But
if
that-
you're looking, you have to. This is where people are not understanding. If
That's
you're
what I'm
looking to put down 3.5% and trying to do your own investment and build yourself up to get to these homes that are in
Yeah.
actual investment properties, you have to
Start
start
somewhere.
And
Yeah.
if your mindset isn't that way, then
You're in the wrong
you
field.
are not doing
You
it
need to get
begin
crypto.
with.
But that's the problem. That's the problem with the social media is that they're seeing all this stuff that people are getting these luxury homes with a pool and a boat dock, and they're renting all this out and making all this money on Airbnb. And then they're thinking as a beginner investor that they could buy all these properties.
Yeah.
So then again, me as the agent, me telling them realistically what they can do and maybe this is a better route to start with something
Those
small
people
and
are
then
wasted
build
time.
up.
Yeah.
Like the people you're seeing have thousands and thousands of dollars that they're putting into this. They're not starting with, 10, 15 grand.
But
It's
even
not
the
same.
$1,000, those people, I still would suggest doing that route, 3.5% down for a 4-unit house, where you're literally having them pay off the mortgage and then some.
What's the
and then you pull out
competition
your
though look
own
like for the people
equity
that could
to
pay
buy the
cash
next.
for that?
For what, the multifamily or the regular?
It's
Yeah, multifamily's still going. Like I think the only thing that's stopping it is like when they're like really dingy,
Mm.
but the seller's still trying to price it high because they're like, oh well, you can make rental income
Yeah.
off of it.
Got it.
You're gonna make money off
So it's
of it, but
overpriced.
it's all from like 1985, and you're
Yeah,
like,
I mean, they are.
there's like 7 people living in a 2-bedroom,
Mhm.
so like it's in rough condition. But they're
So
like,
some of my
I have the duplex.
Maybe
not
Florida's
you.
just not the right place. Maybe the other states are where you need to be.
100%.
some of my
Like New
Airbnb
York.
clients, they do the rental thing though. Like they go get a rental in a building, apartment building.
You're talking about your
Rental
Airbnb people
arbitrage.
that get the spot and then they decorate it and do all that.
Oh yeah.
So they just pay the rent
Mm.
and they rent that shit out.
Yeah, but your the leaser has to allow you to do that.
Mhm.
Not all the leasers let you.
Oh
In
yeah,
Florida?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, no, but
you
the-
get,
You know how many
But they
people
get a-
ain't-
they get away
no,
with it.
It's
obviously.
Florida.
They get a
Florida's
they-
its own country.
Yeah,
let's
they
be
get
clear.
they
I
get
know,
away
I know.
with it. But no, like my friend actually who
But you
does
can get into
investing,
big trouble.
he gave me the same advice. He was like, "Listen, if I had to give myself advice from buying my first home, I would go back and buy a multi like a duplex
Yeah,
or a
more
quad,
doors.
as the first home because it helps start the portfolio."
More doors.
And
I get it.
then he was like, "Yo, I got into flipping and that was cool and all, but it was very stressful."
Yeah, never
It was
invest
a
in
lot
one
of
door.
money.
Everybody say you
That's
get more
out there,
doors.
And now you're using money that's
Passive.
and it's not it's yours and it's your own equity, but then your renters are paying that equity back
Yeah.
back into the home for you, and you're never using your liquid cash.
Yep.
You're just rolling it in and then going and then you're renting in and rolling the next and
Mhm.
renting it in, and it's just being smart and finding a realtor that finds the best ROI and whatever else you need to find that is going to make your long-term growth. Hey, I want to in 2 years I'm going to want to be able to pull out enough equity to buy the next one. All right, this is going to be your best one.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna go to them when I'm gonna do that.
Nah, I think I mean, shout out to Grant Cardone. I'm a Grant Cardone guy, and he always say, "Yo, he lost money on a single door, so he don't buy nothing but multiple doors." He started at 4, he went to 8, he went to 16, and now he's $2 billion in assets of just doors. Everything I see now in South Florida got a 10x. He
You don't
buy
have to fall
every.
in love with what it looks like. You have to fall in love with the numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
There's like
that's
a
what
spreadsheet
separates,
for it.
like,
Oh, there's
actual
all that.
investors and business people versus
yeah.
people, just trying to dabble in it and seeing stuff on the internet. It's like, oh, that looks like I can make easy money. Like I could do this. Like I just quickly had to fix a home and I'll make $10,000.
That's
Just-
that goddamn
and it was, like,
HGTV
or,
done
like, the
fucked it up for
wholesaling
everybody.
and all this stuff, and it's like there's like so
HGTV
much,
look good.
yeah, there's so
I
much
do get
more
sucked into
behind it
that.
than like a 3-minute TikTok video.
Yeah.
Mm.
But people don't get that.
I wanted to say something before it, so you guys can laugh at me because
Yeah.
it's kind of funny about your verified thing in TikTok.
Back to that.
Yeah, because I was thinking about it again, and I wanted to say it earlier because I was really embarrassed by it, so I wanted to kind of say it.
All right.
So yesterday, I was at bowling. I'm in a bowling league, and I was getting bored, so I was scrolling. I was scrolling through.
Go ahead, stop. Hold yourself back.
So I was
We need to
Hold
mix the
yourself
lead.
back.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
was about to too.
He loves bowling.
scrolling
myself,
through, and I
so-
swear, I don't know if you sent Nicole this or whatever happened, so I watched it, and it was this girl who said, if you send 3 nuts, okay,
Wait, how'd you know?
because it was on my thing. I don't know. Anyway, it was send 3 nuts and it explodes, and I'm like, no way. So I text my wife, 3 nuts. Nothing happens.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Nothing happens. So I'm just I just text
So what do you
3
mean?
nuts.
Like text the number 3 and
No,
then
it's the
The
emojis,
emoji.
nuts, the nuts emoji.
Oh,
Peanuts.
Yeah, the acorn looks like. It said you could do any nut. So I picked the acorn.
Acorn.
okay.
And so then I was like, what the fuck? And so you read the comments, and they are hysterical about how they just That's how influential it is that everybody just started texting three nuts to anybody and everybody, and they wrote in the comments like, "Yo, nothing happened. I just look like I'm psycho.
I just
This is
started
three
this."
nuts." And so I wanted to tell you that I actually fell a trap to that, and I look really stupid.
To Nicole too.
And so that happened, and that's why I hate fucking social media. There you go.
I'm
I
so
text
glad.
nuts.
I'm so glad she said that story because that's gonna take us right to the end of this because I'm gonna cut you from saying anything about the bowling league.
What's wrong with bowling?
I
Listen,
love bowling.
no, because I know he could go on forever.
I'm a fucking bowler.
We're deep in there.
For real?
I've
I
won
didn't know
in
that.
leagues,
Yeah,
mixed
he's-
leagues.
He has like
like
bowling bag, bro. Like
I got the Cadillac
I mean, I
with
have
the
a
three
ball, but
with the
doesn't
three
mean
balls.
anything.
So do I.
this guy.
Yeah.
He has no shoes.
I've been bowling.
Yeah,
since
Sure.
Imagine how many
How should-
other
yeah,
people's
exactly.
feet been in the shoes.
Glove.
The lab is
Yeah.
gonna start being vlogs.
Y'all tripping.
Bro, I used to bowl. I was bowling since I'm a child. I used to be the
A bowling
not first, but
vlog.
I was second best female bowler in the state when I was 13.
Wow.
Wow.
I know. I bowled a 300.
I've never bowled it. 298 is my top.
I just throw the ball. I don't know what these numbers mean.
190.
300 is the perfect game. All strikes.
Dope. Like, I don't know. But like, put it this way. I liked the conversation, and I feel there's a lot of people that can gain from this conversation if we start talking a little bit more about real estate investing and all that good stuff.
I know. I think that's
I would love to have them back on the lab and
100%.
talk a little bit deeper into that because like a lot of people have this misconception that they all of a sudden investors and all this kind of stuff. People maybe on the fence don't understand it.
I
and
bought
maybe
my
wanna go on
house selling all my Jordans.
it. There you go. Close us out. Tell us that.
What?
Close us out. We're an hour and a half in, so I want you to take us home.
Can I switch it up though?
Take me
without-
home. Switch it up.
How did y'all
What you want?
enjoy this? Because y'all looked a little nervous before.
Really nervous.
I was nervous.
You was nervous. How you feel afterwards?
Good.
She's like
I
4
liked it.
tequila
It was
shots.
good, right? No
See, like,
pressure.
This is see this to me like if you just
You
want
could
to shoot
look
the
back
shit
on
with
it.
me, I'm good.
This is what
The
we
minute
doing.
you put me on like a stage of something of some sort,
Yeah.
no good. Like if I'm out with her or anybody and someone's like, "Yo, go talk to that person," I literally will walk right up with them and just be like, "What's up?" Like I really have no problem talking to anybody. The minute I'm put on a stage to talk about anything, I'm just sweating, I'm stuttering, I act really stupid. So I was excited because she's asked me to do like YouTube things and things like that, and I get really nervous. And I always just say, "Yo, I wish our whatever we did was just bullshitting," because I feel like I'd like that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was excited to actually see what it felt like to do that with people who've done it
So
before.
y'all got a
So I
podcast
was
coming.
really excited to like do the.
Y'all
just
got a
the shoot the
podcast
shit.
coming.
It's
We-
a feel
we
good
have a-
feeling.
yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
like
There's never been anybody who has come in here and sat with us,
Yeah. And not want to do it.
not be like, "Yo, I want to do my own."
Sometimes we kind of call a collab like a church experience.
I knew you were going to go there.
coming to
Life changing.
Where you want to keep coming back.
No, because we're
the gateway drug. Like
I think the idea, yeah, it's the gateway to get into podcasts, right? I think the idea is that we're so open, and it's not about whose idea is the best, and we're very like true on collaboration. It's like let's just throw ideas out and see what is the best idea, or what is the best idea for you at the moment, because some people have to go through a journey to kind of get in their own voice or in their own space. So we kind of make this as like Switzerland, like a neutral ground for people, and we make them feel really comfortable. So it gets to a point where you're like, well, this is easy. This is doable. You don't have to worry about none of that.
yeah, but you guys help like so, and for you guys, just how great you are. Like if
Thank
we were
you.
to start doing that, like say me and her were talking, I think we do have a relationship with each other where we could just literally just bullshit and be like, "Yo, what the," and it'd be funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Like you have that perfect flow that makes people feel comfortable, and I could see why people want to go ahead and do that, but
Yeah.
then probably fall on their face because like, "Yo, where are my homies helping me feel better?"
Got it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like how I felt. It was like I said, I was really excited to do because it's something I've been wanting to do, and it's not always an easy platform to be a part
Right.
of. But you guys really do a great job of making you feel like
Pull up.
cool
I
and
just tell
easy,
people
like,
pull
thank
up,
you.
man. I
Yeah,
talk to
pull
people.
up.
I'm like, "Yo, we film on Fridays. Come through." And
Pull
I
up
told them,
Yeah.
and we here.
One day we're just gonna have to open the curtains and just have like everybody standing outside, like the
Just
Daily
watching. Yeah.
Show. Like, yo, I want to get on there next. Yeah, what's up?
With like the
With the little
TRL.
the TRL.
Do you know what that is?
TRL. Oh, take us out on TRL. That's awesome. Well,
You know?
it's okay. You get a chance to Google it when you go right the next podcast. Well, thank you for being on the lab. Normally we end it with something positive that we're gonna kind of like an affirmation for the week coming up. Anyone want to take us out? Anyone got a positive vibe? Want to give it to the guests, or you want to? We always got something to say.
Yeah, y'all leave us with something.
Leave us with a
One little
positive
piece
vibe.
of advice. What's your one piece of advice? What's your
Quote that you sent me.
Look it up if you have to.
Yeah,
It's no big deal.
yeah, the one you sent me. You're like,
Go to
I
your
like
text.
this.
Yeah, you can go to your text.
why
Take
you
us out.
can't just say
You
it
guys
for
want
her?
me?
Yeah,
What do you remember? What do you remember?
You guys want me to jump on?
Oh,
Say your own while she looks.
You
it up.
sent it to me.
All right, guys. So just believe it before you achieve it.
Oh, that's a good one. Believe it before you achieve it.
Found my
But
quote.
really believe it before you achieve
It
it.
says, nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. By Audrey Hepburn.
Nothing is impossible.
The word itself says,
I'm
I'm
The word
possible.
itself says I'm possible.
I like it.
Nice.
Also, another positive thing, just because it happened today, I think it's super important to say hello to people, strangers. And I think that it can change somebody's day just by saying hello, because it's such a thing that nobody does, that it's like a shock.
Shocks you a
I
little
freaked
bit.
my mom out with that today.
Kind of like,
I freaked my mom out.
I think
You don't know how many
people
times
should say hello to people.
Yeah.
Good
I
morning.
freak
How's your
out.
day?
I freak out everybody.
I think it's a North thing.
Even
though.
smiling.
Oh, smiling at people.
Nobody smiles
So I
nowadays.
think that more people should try.
That's such a good positive message.
I think it's a
Get
Florida thing.
yeah, it's a Florida thing.
It's for sure.
Get to know your neighbors, because I bet you've been living somewhere for 6+ years and your neighbors still don't even know you. So when you go outside, smile at them, say hello,
Put down your phone.
Not
put
my,
down your phone,
Not my
all that good stuff. And with that,
I'll be running from.
There's this guy that jogs in my neighborhood every night, and he's like,
What's his name?
I don't know his name.
But
the next one you
Step
better
it up.
say.
No, but every time I'm
start
like
running
nice
with it.
jogging, I don't like. I'm not gonna stop him. Hey, what's your name? I'm always like,
Yeah, say hey. I want to know your name, so when I see you, I can say hey, Frank.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
tripping. All
I
right,
always say
with
hi to
that, it's done. These guys want to keep talking. I'm out. I'm done. We're 2 hours in. You
Are
guys have did an amazing job. So that's
Thank you.
peace.